Hi, I'm Ravi of Ravi Plays Games, and today we're taking a look at a brand new indie adventure game called Micegard. We'll play as Viking mice. Yes, I said Viking mice, in a world inspired by Scandinavian mythology. We start the story in a small mouse village where we meet our hero and a few other mice. As the story moves forward, you'll control the hero and his valiant band of Viking mice. These courageous critters live in a tiny village threatened by all sorts of dangers, from giant monstrous frogs to the threat of a harsh winter. Micegard isn't just about exploration. You'll also be leading your fellow mice in tactical battles against these oversized enemies. The game promises a mix of action and strategy as you position your mouse warriors and utilize their skills to overcome foes much larger than themselves. In your first foray against the frogs in the forest, you are introduced to three battle formations. The first formation is freely structured, with the mice engaging nearby enemies on their own and picking up resources that they encounter. The second formation is an offensive stance where the mice move in a triangle formation and use their bow and arrows to fight from a distance. It did take me a bit of practice to get my shots to fire where I wanted them to, but I got better as I moved deeper into the forest. The third formation is a defensive circular attack. This formation can be ideal for escorting an unarmed friend or dealing with melee attacks closing in from all sides. I must admit, I'm a bit rusty with this type of combat, so I wasn't always as adept as I would have liked in transitioning between formations. I also had a hard time tracking my hero's position at times, especially if I was in the first formation, so that when I would switch to another formation, the location and angle would sometimes throw me for a moment. I definitely got better with this as I progressed, but I found myself wanting a more distinct visual marker on the hero mouse. If you happen to meet an unfortunate fate, you go back to your last save point and get to try again, allowing you to employ any tactical tips you picked up on your previous attempt. In addition to combating the enemy frogs, Micegard takes you on a narrative journey filled with quests, conspiracies, and mystery. You'll even dabble in a bit of magic as you fight to protect your village and uncover its secrets. The choices you make throughout your adventure will have a lasting impact. Micegard offers a choose-your-own-adventure effect on the storyline as you make your way through the game. Replaying with different choices lets you experience the story from different angles with each playthrough. Some of my favorite aspects of Micegard are the charming art style and the soundtrack that bring this magical little mouse world to life. The details on the mice in the story screens are adorable, and the artwork in the adventure zones pulled me in. I particularly loved the pine tree borders in the forest area. The game's soundtrack helps sets the mood with its blend of whimsical folk style and battle tunes that complement the on-screen action really well. I've been enjoying the game's story and environment as I hone my rusty adventure combat skills. I went into the game not knowing what to expect, and now that I've played it a bit, I feel as though the game is very much what it promised to be in its description. I think Micegard would appeal to folks who enjoy casual story adventure games with unique flair. Players that are adept in this genre would probably be able to finish a first run within a couple of hours, but for players like me that take a little longer, I expect it could be 5 or more hours per run. Remember that you are able to make different choices on additional playthroughs to have a different experience in the story. If you enjoyed this first look at Micegard, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more cozy game coverage. Until next time, it's bye from me, Ravi of Ravi Plays Games. See you soon!